Yeah, what's going on? All right, so let's talk about it. The school shooting. Uh, so this kid shoots what, 7 people? He shoots 7 people, right? He kills 4. What's this in Detroit, right? Kills 4 of them. Uh, they said he was being bullied. Let's talk about bullying. I'm unbelievable. So for one, these children shouldn't have, they shouldn't have died. That's just it, and that's all. Uh, I don't know who was bullying this little boy, but there should be channels set up for that because bullying happens, in high school. We know this. We just saw another school shooting where, young man, black kid went in and shot these kids up who were, they were bullying him. They had pistol whipped this kid. I'm talking about another shooting just weeks ago where they pistol whipped this kid and they beat him up. So he went and got a pistol and yippity yap. He, shot them. They lived. It wasn't a fatal shooting. All right. He walked up out of there. Now I don't know what they're going to charge him with, but I'm sure he's going to be charged. But nonetheless, you pistol whip me, and then I come back and then jam you up. You asked for that. So, but in this kid's case, I didn't really get why he was so extreme. Not only that, this kid had a countdown. This kid was like, it's going down on this date, right? And for what little I know about the case, the parents bought a weapon, hand cannon, and this kid was showing it in his, social media, as kids do. We live in a world of social media. That's how we communicate. And he was basically saying what he was going to do and when he was going to do it. And he went ahead and executed his plan on time. And people knew, but they didn't take him seriously. And the parents knew. See, now the parents are on the run because they're going to indict the parents. They're going to indict the parents, and that's it, and that's all. The parents cannot say that they did not know that their son, for one, had a gun because the parents bought the weapon. And they can't say that they did not know this kid was going to do something dangerous. See, I was bullied before. Not a lot, but I was bullied by a couple kids. You know what I'm saying? Being a kid, he was bullied. And the one time I was bullied, it was on the bus. I came home, and this kid wouldn't leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? He was bigger than me. He just wouldn't. I was bullied a couple times. This kid, he just wouldn't leave me alone. So I called him a clown and everybody laughed at him. So he wanted to fight. And I didn't want to fight, So I ran. But I ran home and got me a big old stick and I ran back with my stick. You know what I'm saying? I was tired of getting bullied. I went and got something to even it up. He was bigger than me. He was stronger than me. I knew I was going to take an L. All the girls were around. That's the only reason why he wanted to do it, because he got laughed at. So I went, got me something to even the odds, boom. And I also had told my sister what was going on, what I'm saying, my big sister. And, so what I'm saying is parents usually know when their child's getting bullied. And they know their child's boiling point. It's not usually hidden. They don't come home in a terrible mood after school, and and they live with the parents, and the parents look at them and go, "That kid's okay." Parents know, and the kid will usually tell because it's an emotional scarring event. And if that child continues to stay in that situation and the parents don't do something to get the pressure off of this child, that child's going to do something drastic. And in some cases, they take their own life. Some cases, they buddy up with somebody. In other cases, especially now, you know, boom, they go and get themselves something to even odds, even a score, especially if this kid is not a fighter. You know what I mean? This kid is just not a fighter, and you're picking on this kid, especially for something that they cannot help. I can't help that I look like this. I mean, I can help that my hair is like this, but I can't help that I look like this. And when you get an average kid, like a lot of us are, and the beautiful people pick on us, you're creating a super villain. So I don't have any excuses. What he did was absolutely wrong. But I'm talking about this is what happens a lot in schools. You know, male and females, especially females, we know how their mouth is. So I'm not making any excuse for what happened. I'm saying that it doesn't take much to permanently scar someone. And this is not an excuse for what he did. Because what he did was absolutely wrong in every sense of the word. But what I'm saying is the parents know this. They know it doesn't, because we've been through high school, we know it just doesn't take much before our children, just go off the deep end. We know it. If our kids are not rich, if our kids are not beautiful, if our kids are not as smart, we know there's something that's gonna, and other kids notice this and they pick on them. We know that kid's gonna break. We do. Everybody knows this because we've been through it. Listen, I'm an average guy. You know what I'm saying? If I had a girlfriend, she would be an average looking woman. If we had a child, it would be an average looking child. We already know we're gonna get, that's a setup. We don't make a lot of money. We already know our kid's going to go to a regular school. Our kid's gonna get picked on by prettier, females, by prettier males. We already know this. You know what I'm saying? We already know this. There are going to be, I'm an average built man. I already know that if I have a son, he's going to be an average built guy. I am not the greatest at mathematics. My kid's not going to be great at mathematics. You are who your father is. My kid's going to be a great artist, though. But my kid's not going to be great at mathematics. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be the star in a mathematical contest, but nonetheless, when it comes to art and history, my kid will shine. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to some of the sciences, he might struggle. Biology, he'll be okay at it. He'll like that. But when it comes to math is going to hold him back. And the smarter kids always pick on the dumber kids, or not the dumber kids, or the less smart kids. If you need help, if you need a tutor, you're going to get picked on. If you don't play all the sports, if you're not the best looking guy, if you're not the best looking girl, girls tear other girls apart. Girls tear everyone apart. Girls are just, when they go on an evil tear, it's all bad. Anybody in the way of their mouth is gonna be scarred. That's just it, and that's all. What I'm saying is that the parents know. All parents know. We know when our kid walks in the house and our kid is not feeling well. We know when our kid is sick. We know when our kid has been in a fight. We know all of these things. What's happening in these cases It just seems when we get the information, it just seems like this kid got punched in the face or whatever, bullied one day, boom, he went to the school, he shot up the school. No, this is an ongoing process. Now, you have some Columbine type people, they're just, that's different. That's not what this is. These parents knew, these parents should be charged 100%. Are they going to be found guilty? 100%. There's just no doubt about it. This kid took 4 lives, and he changed the lives of hundreds of people. And then the other 3 who lived, he definitely changed their life. I mean, how do you send your kid back to school knowing that anything can pop off? It's just it's like homeschool your kid. It's like quarantine all over again. You know what I mean? So that's what I wanted to say about it. It's just my thoughts. Nobody asked me, but as a person who was bullied in high school, middle school, I can understand why you want to go off on some people. Although I never wanted to end somebody's life. But let me tell you, the 2 girls that hurt me in the 8th grade, I still remember their faces. I remember what I had on. I remember what they had on. I remember what they said to me. I remember the whole thing. And I never got over what they did to me. Even though one of them apologized to me later on. I never got over it. I never got over it. I got past it, but I never got over it. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Did it affect the way I look at females? Absolutely. Did it affect my confidence towards women? 100%. It still does. It still does. And I have been on plenty of dates. I've had plenty of girlfriends. But does it still affect me? 100%. So, just wanted to say that those parents are guilty. They're on the run. Now they're even more guilty. And when they're found, and they will be found, they're going to even be charged for fleeing. I mean, it's all bad. Chihuahua 202, peace.